Hi, welcome back to the channel Tarot Yogi. I'm Vinit, I read tarot intuitively, and today we're doing a pick a card reading for your August predictions 2022. So we're looking at what to expect in August in terms of love, money, career, finance, overall health. So we have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1, we have the Klimt Tarot. Pile number 2, we have the Golden Botticelli Tarot. Pile number 3, we have the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. So take a minute, see what pile is being called to you intuitively. The description box below will have the timestamp for your pile, and if you would like to reach out for a private reading, my email ID and my Instagram handle is given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for a private reading at this time. And again, remember, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and I'll see you guys in your reading. Thank you. Hello pile number 1, if you chose the Klimt Tarot, this is going to be your August prediction for 2022. So we are asking spirit angels, ancestors, spirit guides today, ascended masters, for how is pile 1's August 2022 gonna look? What can pile 1 expect in August 2022? What can pile 1 expect in August 2022? Clear, concise messages, spirit, thank you. What can pile 1 expect? What can pile 1 expect for August 2022? Okay, pile number 1. So we have 6 of Cups, King of Cups, the Magician, 6 of Swords, 9 of Swords, Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords, Knave of Chalices, which is the Page of Cups, and the Empress. Okay, so first things first, let's start with love. I don't see anything new in terms of love for you, pile number 1, in the month of August for 2022, but I think what you really need to do is you need to clear and make space for new love to come in. And what you're really being called here to, what you're really being asked here to do is, with the 6 of Cups, is I feel a lot of y'all have gone through some breakups here. I feel a lot of y'all were dealing with some very toxic exes, some very narcissistic, deceitful exes here. And I feel some of them may try to come back into your lives. A lot of these deceptive narcissists will try to slither back into your life, but please use your discretion, and personally, in my opinion, you should not take this person back at all, because this person hasn't changed. But what you can do right now, what Spirit is saying you can do right now, is you need to go back into time where you were actually really happy about how you were when you were your older self, and just really honor and acknowledge your older self here. Spirit is really saying that go back in time and try to understand why certain things have played out the way they have played out in your life. Why did this individual come into your life, and what lessons did they teach you? So what Spirit is really saying here is you need to extract the essence from the lemons and make your lemonade, and not be bitter, because this will also help you come back in touch with your inner child. I feel a lot of y'all need to come in touch with your inner child here, and that will only happen through healing your heart chakra here. Just daydream. Allow yourself, give yourself time in the day to just daydream and just let your mind wander, you know? And it because I think you will naturally come to a stasis of peace, and I feel the answers you need will you will be able to download the answers you need in that given moment of peace and quiet in your mind, and just think about your past in a very non-toxic, nostalgic way here. You know, you need to understand that you were happy with this person at one point in your life, and acknowledge that. despite how things may have ended or played out, because you need to be free of it. I feel a lot of y'all are still holding on to resentment. So Spirit is saying that you really need to release. You need to release this resentment that you're holding on to here. So your cup can be free for new love to come in, because I do see new love coming in for you. And in terms of money, let's get into money now. We have the King of Cups. So you're really being called here to not spend out of your emotions. Don't buy food, clothes, or big purchases or anything to sort of fill the void, fill your cup here. So what Spirit is really saying is, really just strip down to your bare essentials, to your fundamental being, and don't try to fill the void with anything, especially in context of money. Don't try to buy your way into happiness in the month of August, because it will help you in the longer term here. Don't buy things for instant gratification. Don't buy things to feel okay and feel better in the moment, because definitely it will drain your finances. You'll not even feel good. And I feel in the future you will have better use of the money that you have right now. So Spirit is saying save up. Don't emotionally indulge in money in the month of August, Spirit. Spirit is saying that for you, pile number 1. So take that as caution. And in terms of your health, I feel a lot of y'all didn't have great health, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, but you are coming into a better place overall. Let me say that. I feel a lot of y'all have been struggling, going through the dark night of the soul, dealing with some really toxic karmic people in your life, and you're coming out of that. You have the rite of passage to come out of that and manifest a new life for yourself. So you're really being called here to do that with the Magician card. You need to manifest better health for yourself. So your daily affirmations have to be positive. Your daily affirmations have to be that I feel good every time I look in the mirror, for example. I like what I see, And just surround yourself with things that you need and not the things you want. But what you're really being called here to do is really manifest. Now is the time for you to start manifesting the kind of future you want. So the next coming new moon we have in Leo, you should really use it to manifest the kind of things you want in your life, because I feel you're already decluttering and simplifying your life, but now you're finally in a place where you can start asking for new things. So Spirit is saying please ask for the things that you need for your greatest and your highest potential, and they will come to you. And like I said, I feel a lot of y'all have also been struggling in work. Maybe things haven't been going the way you expected them to. But know that you are going through a rite of passage. I feel your time is shifting, your energy is shifting, your ability to see things is shifting and changing. So really allow yourself to go through this very intense change that you're going through, because you're definitely moving into calmer waters now. I feel a lot of y'all may be losing sleep, and I feel in the month of August you may be a bit on the edge. But I think what you need to do now is honestly just purge. You'll definitely need to improve your sleep schedule in the month of August. Don't try to be in your head. Okay, Spirit is saying, what would you do if you knew that you were completely safe, if you couldn't be harmed? How would you live your life in the month of August? You need to start living your life like that, because you are truly protected here. You're very, very, I know a lot of y'all have your defenses up, but what Spirit is saying is you don't need to have your defenses up, because they are there to protect you. Nothing will touch you that can harm you anymore. So the coldness that you have, let it go. I feel a lot of you are keeping to yourselves also, and I feel this is a lot to do with some person in your life who's very good at creating illusions. And I think you just need to acknowledge that this person's whole appeal is illusions, and they don't have anything based in concrete reality. And I feel you are the other way around. I think you are very humble and grounded, and you really live in reality here, because you are sort of showing up here as the Queen of Swords, and because of these experiences you have sort of killed your heart, you have sort of buried your heart over here. And what Spirit is saying is you really need to work with your heart chakra. I would recommend you to meditate with 528, I think it's 528 hertz. So meditate with 528 hertz. It's the heart chakra meditation frequency. So chant Om with it, or just listen to it, or just hum along to it, or just listen to it, because what it does is it subconsciously transmits the healing samskara that you need. Samskara are the subtle impressions of your mind that can be good or bad, and you clearly need the good kind right now. So listen to high vibrational stuff. It will definitely help you, and you need to thaw your heart. Know that the cold winter is over here, and you have to allow yourself to enjoy life more. And a lot of, like I said, we were speaking about the inner child, and we have the Knave of Chalices, which is the Page of Cups. So you have to automatically on your own through time shift from being in this Queen of Swords cold energy to coming back home to your creative, beautiful self. I feel you have a very unique way of expressing yourself. I feel a lot of y'all are very creative, artistic, and y'all are meant to be like that in this lifetime. It's, you definitely have a very creative career here. Or if you don't, it's a call for you to step into something creative to do here and make a career out of it for some of y'all who are not doing anything creative, because you have these beautiful gifts that are untapped, and the only way for you to tap into your gifts is to just practice for yourself, right? And it's very interesting. We have the Queen of Swords and the Empress with the Page of Cups in the middle. So like I said, I think in the month of August you will naturally have a transition from being very cold to coming back into your divine feminine energy of receptivity. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl, it doesn't matter, but you very much are coming into your ability to naturally heal yourself, be there for yourself, really pour into your cup. So that is beautiful here, and I love this Empress card, because here we sort of see a very shielded Empress, which is kind of unusual for the Empress, because she's the bountiful mother, right? But we sort of see her up in arms. So what I'm getting here with the Empress card, her being completely shielded, is you have a warrior spirit within you, and it almost gets triggered every time you go through a painful life ending cycle. And I think you are at a precipice of understanding why a lot of patterns have been repeating in your life, and I think you're sort of understanding your own duality here of being this very powerful Empress who very much has a soft nurturing side, but she can sort of just become the lioness when the need be here. I'm getting the image of the Egyptian goddess Sekhmet. She's the lioness goddess, and she's the more wrathful aspect of the feminine. So that's what I'm really getting here. So what you're being called here to do is really balance your inner feminine. And I think by that what I mean is you need to come into a place where you need to firstly start agreeing to the fact that you deserve the best. I feel a lot of your self-respect has been really abused here. I feel a lot of your self-confidence has really shaken up. And because of that, you've started believing that you don't deserve good things. And I think in the month of August, you need to really come home to yourself and start believing that you deserve the best. Because you are showing up here as the Empress, and you also need to come back into just your own natural flow of being. It's going to be very different for everyone, right? A lot of y'all may be morning people, a lot of y'all may be night owls. So I see you naturally sort of shifting gears in the month of August to come more into your natural self here. Just allow the process to happen, and be really kind and compassionate to yourself here, because I know when you go through so much, it becomes very difficult to trust, especially the discernment really takes a hit, because You don't know what to trust anymore, but Spirit is saying the worst is really over here, and there's no point in losing sleep, and just come back to your natural creative self. And I think that is going to happen regardless. I think a lot of y'all will naturally do a lot of shadow work, which will help you come into your more natural self and your natural being here. I'm hearing a crow right now. I don't know if the mic will catch it, and I'm almost shooting it at midnight, so I would say it's a little strange to hear crows. Although lately I have been hearing crows like late in the night, so crows may be very synchronistic to you. I think crows are definitely trying to speak to you, some of y'all out here. So pay attention to the crows. They have messages for you. Pull some oracle. Any advice for pile 1 in the month of August? Any advice for pile 1? Okay, so we have 3 cards. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe, and we the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. So like I said, a lot of y'all have been shedding your old skin here. A lot of y'all are going through some very powerful rebirths. I feel a lot of y'all have gone through a lot of rebirths, but even for you, this one was kind of the big deal, because I think you're finally waking up your ancient cosmic soul, and you're sort of understanding your purpose here, and you're understanding your very special place in the world, and you're sort of being cracked open. And like I said, you need to work with your heart chakra. The only way is through. And a lot of y'all are very emotional, and I feel because of that, you have learned to shut down. You're showing up as a watery part of air, as a Queen of Swords, so you know what loss is. And what Spirit is saying now is you need to refuel yourself with all the loss you've ever faced. And you're sort of, and I feel a lot of y'all are not asking for enough help, and I totally get that. But what you need to understand is please start asking your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, or God, whoever you believe in the universe, for assisting you when things are really out of your control, because you will be given help. The universe is on your side here, even if you don't believe it. So start believing that. You're definitely becoming your more natural self here. So just allow this awakening to happen, and be as kind and gentle to yourself. And we the Hathors, right? So I feel you are the mom friend. I feel a lot of people come to you with problems, or you're definitely very empathetic. You may identify as a star seed. You may be into yoga, tarot yourself, or you could be some kind of into psychology or anything, counseling. So just be the mom to yourself. I feel a lot of y'all have very difficult relationships with your mother, and a lot of y'all had a very absent mother figure, and you sort of had to be the mother figure to yourself. And I think this is very much linked to your self-worth and your need to feel protected. I feel a lot of y'all haven't felt very protected, even by people who are supposed to protect you here. But what Spirit is saying is you are very strong to be that for yourself and for others. And I know it's difficult, but it's almost like your soul signed up for this. We'll take that as confirmation. Your soul really signed up for this. So even if you think it is beyond you, it is not. You've really got this. You're a lot tougher than you think you are here. And in the month of August, you're really being called to be the mother to yourself. Put yourself first. Put your needs and wants first. You don't have to hang out with your friends. You don't have to meet your partner. You don't have to do anything but take care of yourself in the month of August. And breath of cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. So I feel a lot of y'all are very perfectionists. I feel a lot of y'all also are very tunnel visioned about certain things. And what Spirit is saying is firstly be patient, and also surrender. I feel a lot of y'all are really not surrendering, and I feel, given the warrior spirit you have here, you almost get double triggered especially when you need to surrender, because you just don't have it in you to give up certain battles. And what Spirit is saying is, throw all your battles onto us. I feel a lot of you all just need to walk on the ground bare feet. A lot of you all just need to keep your hands on the floor and just release all this tension you have in your shoulders, right? So you're really being called here to take some deep breaths. I feel a lot of you all need to start practicing yoga. It would really help you. Trust me. I mean, the channel is called Tarot Yogi, so a lot of you all just need to come back into your own natural equilibrium, whatever that looks like. And it's a very dynamic thing, You being balanced in one moment is very different, looks very different than what you are balanced in another moment. And all of that is still you, You do contain multitudes here, and you need to acknowledge that. You need to acknowledge your own inner vastness and depth. You have a very vast, inner, beautiful world. You have a very rich inner world here. So you need to dive in completely. And just know you will rise out of the abyss. Yeah, so I think that's a very healing month for you, pile number 1, the month of August. Again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like the video, share, subscribe, comment. And if you would like to reach out for a private reading, my Instagram handle and my email ID is given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for those. And I'll see you guys in the next reading. I wish you all the best in the month of August. Thank you. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose the Golden Botticelli Tarot, this is going to be your August 2022 prediction. So we're asking Spirit, how is pile number 2's August 2022 going to look? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, star family, help me tap into how will pile number 2's August 2022 look. So this is a new deck. I just got it today, so I haven't spent much time with it either. So we'll spend time with it today together. I'm really excited about using this. I'm like a big Botticelli fan, so one more. Last. So we have Ace of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Two of Wands, Nine of Swords, Temperance, Ace of Cups, the Empress, Seven of Pentacles, and Eight of Wands. So what I'm seeing, pile number 1, firstly is, if you are single, expect new love to come in. Expect new love to come in. Or if you're already taken, just expect love to be renewed in your life. And this is a very divine connection here. This is not going to be a karmic. This is going to be someone who's going to really love you. This is not going to be someone deceptive. So expect great things in the love department. And I feel a lot of y'all may have also recently gotten into new relationships. So just know that is going to go very, very well. I think you both are really in love here. And you're not, in the month of August, you're not only just going to find love for yourself, which you obviously will, but you will also find love all around you. You're almost going to, the love that you find in yourself is almost going to be reflected in your environment, in the people you hang out with, the people you meet, the people you see, even the people you work with. It's going to be a very light, very ethereal August for you, pile number 2. When it comes to money, I feel a lot of y'all. When it comes to money, we have the Hangman. So what I'm getting with the Hangman here is, I feel it's going to be different for everyone. It's a general reading. So I feel that for a lot of y'all have been spending too much, and the others y'all haven't been spending enough. So you need to come back into balance with your finances. I don't think your bank account looks very nice right now, So you need to definitely come back into balance in terms of money. You definitely need to save more. You need to maybe not spend as much as you have been spending. You're really being called here to surrender. And what is interesting is, in the hangman, when he hangs upside down, the coins just fall from his pocket, right? And that is sort of an analogy and a metaphor for letting go of not just your material possessions, but also your older ways of being. So you definitely need to work around your spending habits and just your outdated old thought patterns and belief systems, which still act as a defense mechanism, but you don't really need that anymore because you've outgrown that. Yeah. I hope that made sense. I know it'll make sense to someone out there. I think you're also overworking yourself here, and in terms of health, don't try to see your limitations here. I feel a lot of y'all are overworking. I feel a lot of y'all are burning the midnight oil lamp. I feel a lot of y'all are staying up, working. So please, I'm not saying don't work. Please work, but balance it out. You're not very much in balance. I feel a lot of y'all are losing a lot of sleep. Pile number 2 are my insomniacs. So don't do that. Don't let your health suffer, because I feel a lot of the important downloads and a lot of important healing happens in your sleep and you don't even realize it. So you really need to sleep, because if you don't get enough sleep, you're going to be really stuck in your head in the month of August. So really just allow yourself to rest. Don't test your limits. That's what Spirit is saying. I feel a lot of y'all are very fired up to do new things, and please do them, but you also need to understand that as much as passion is necessary, so is patience. And you can't rush things, you can't bypass things, you cannot just fast forward things. You may fast forward my YouTube video and watch it at double the speed. I do that. But you can't do that in life. You have to go through what you have to go through. And what Spirit is saying here is, please take care of your health in the month of August. Don't overextend yourself, don't overspend yourself. No one is worth it. No one is worth your health here. And like I said, a lot of y'all are going to be overworking, and I feel a lot of y'all will have great opportunities in work also. But you have to balance it out so you don't burn out. I feel you will really burn out, pile number 2, if you don't give yourself the necessary rest you need here. And we have the temperance, right? So again, that is exactly my point, You really need to find your own dynamic balance. You have to come back into your own natural flow of being. And that may look very different for you. Even in yoga, we have so many different yoga practices, just for the very reason that there are so many different people, right? What may work for me may not work for you. So you're really being called here to find balance. I feel a lot of y'all need to work with your second chakra, which is your Swadhisthana, which is your Hara. Maybe wearing the color orange will help. I feel a lot of y'all are going to come into a very creative zone. I feel your creativity and your passions are going to be an all-time high, and you need to make sure you don't burn yourself out here. You really have to find that very dynamic balance, whatever that looks for you in the month of August. Otherwise, you have a possibility of burning yourself out. And like I said, I think the overall arching theme for you in the month of August is going to be self-love, and also just defining what self-love means to you here. It's very important for you to define what self-love means, because I feel as you're progressing in your journey in life, it's going to be very imperative for you to be able to sort of come back to yourself and center yourself, especially when things externally go wrong. And I feel this is your practice session, the month of August. So you really need to, even if you fall out of balance time and time again, you need to sort of pull yourself back in. So I feel a lot of y'all need to, again, figure out certain practices that work for you, deep breathing. Again, I'm not going to specify, it's going to be very different for everyone. It's a general reading. So Like for example, for me, deep breathing really works. So I feel a lot of y'all may want to try that. But I know a lot of people who are very like type A personalities, and they would just rather pace up and down the house, you know. So it's going to be very different for everyone here. So you really choose what works for you, and also put that into practice in the month of August here, because like I said, it's going to be a very important skill that you're picking up right now, especially for your future, because I feel a lot of y'all are going to be in very high stressful creative spaces, and it's very important to balance it out, otherwise you'll truly burn out. But yeah, I don't see it as a negative thing here at all, because I think you have the discernment to sort of bring yourself back into balance. And yeah, you're definitely going to be doing your hard work diligently. And what I'm getting with the Empress and the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands is, I think the universe is really trying to teach you here the lesson of patience and surrender with diligent hard work. What I'm really reminded here of is Yoga Sutra, when Patanjali writes, you know, how Abhyasa and Vairagya are the most important things in your yoga journey. And Abhyasa means daily consistent practice, and Vairagya means detachment. And to like simplify, what he's trying to say here is, you have to do your due diligence. You have to cut your wood every day, water your plants, take care of your body, do it very diligently, one step at a time, and still give up the notion of success or moving forward, and sort of really detach from achievement, because only in true surrender here, you know, we have Seven of Pentacles and Empress. So only in your ability to truly surrender will things come quickly to you. You really need to understand this very subtle law of attraction here. Because I feel a lot of y'all are very powerful manifestors, and sometimes you feel a manifestation is stuck, and it is not stuck. It is only stuck because you are stuck. You need to understand that. You're literally reflecting in the external what is in the internal, you know, as above, so below. What's on the inside is on the outside, you know. Just the way your inner beauty reflects in your outer. So do your due diligence, and then just completely surrender and come back into your Empress energy. A lot of y'all are going to have a very divine feminine month. It doesn't matter if you're a male or a female, but you're really being called here to step into your gracious receptivity and your ability to just be. And you will really be able to come back into this place of truly relaxing and being only when you know you've done when you've done all that you could. So you will have to find that beautiful deep balance within yourself, and only when you do that will Eight of Wands happen. So that means you're a lot closer to your goal than you think, and it's only when you're the closest do you sort of want to give up, right? And what Spirit is saying here is, again, this is a very delicate, contradictory balancing act. You know, you sort of have to do your due diligence and just give up, and then not be surprised when it comes, because it will come, instead of just being stuck on it and hoping for it to just arise out of nowhere. And it will actually arise out of nowhere only when you have completely surrendered and given up any expectations, notions, help of anything. So I think in the month of August, you're really being called here to just fulfill yourself no matter what. I think you also need to stop putting blame externally and really just start fessing up and owning up to your own shortcomings. And I feel a lot of y'all are using your ego as a defense mechanism, which is not necessary anymore. And I feel in the month of August, you're really going to have to question that. Or sort of, you know, you will be in situations where it will be called upon your attention to sort of question this thing about you. Yeah. But it's definitely going to be a very powerful, charged month for you. I definitely see you moving into a bright future here. You definitely, you think of it like this, you know, you're sort of laying down the bricks for your palace. You know, and you understand the foundation has to be the most important part in the castle, right? So that's what you're doing right now, and do it with your diligence. but don't feel you're being a martyr. Don't sell yourself out. Don't burn yourself out. And you have an angelic protection and guidance at this time. So definitely use it. Ask. Spirit is saying just ask for what you want and what you need. Any advice, any external advice, extra advice for pile number 2. We have a few cards. We'll read all of them. So first we have the Void. We have the Void, Star Brothers, You're Not For Everyone, Big Picture Thinking, and Inner Earth. So let's start with the Void. It says, stop, embrace, winter, great cosmic womb. So I feel a lot of you all need to go into the abyss to find certain answers that you need. And like I said, you have to do your due diligence and then just completely surrender. And truly surrender here. And just let go of any older notions of yourself that you subconsciously hold here. Because it's going to come out of the darkness in unexpected ways here. And know that while you're doing this deep shadow work, and I feel a lot of you all will be doing this very naturally and unconsciously, so you would rather do it consciously, And like it's saying, with the Star Brothers card, you're very, very protected. You're very, very guarded here. And I feel a lot of you all may be very synchronistic to falcons, birds. You may be seeing a lot of birds' feathers, so pay attention to that. And we have You're Not For Everyone, embrace your weirdness, face your true north. So, like I said, I think a lot of y'all are ending some very huge karmic cycles here. And it's not easy. Even if it feels you're not doing a lot on the external, the amount of energy you're burning mentally, spiritually, emotionally, it's a lot. So you really need to just rest and stop looking for external validation. I think you need to finally realize that you are the main character here, pile number 2. You are the main character in your life. You control things. You run the gamut, There's no one in control. So I feel a lot of y'all have given external control out to people. Could be ex-lovers, friends. Call that power back to yourself. Because you have a beautiful vastness to you, and what Spirit is really saying is in the month of August, you're really being called here to go within and embrace your own darkness, because you will be able to make friends with your own darkness here, and it will sort of help you. It will almost be like an extra hand to you to sort of help you navigate more muddy waters. And like I said, you're not for everyone. So I feel you are very unique, you're very special. You could be a starseed, you may be an empath. And you just don't fit in, and you need to understand that you don't fit in for a reason. And what that reason is, it is something you will have to find out. But know that a very important reason exists, You have been created very specifically the way you are for a reason. And you have a very specific duty in this life to fulfill. And I feel you are sort of realizing this on your own now. I feel a lot of y'all may have had a lot of career shifts and changes and just a very chaotic life. So another download that I'm really getting with the Void card and the You're Not For Everyone card here is you will find your own special gifts in your own darkness, and that is the reason you're sort of being called here to traverse in your inner depths. And you will be able to bring out pearls that are really important. And I feel your gifts are not just to do with yourself. I feel, you could be counselor of some kind. I feel a lot of y'all may also read tarot. So you have, or you could be a doctor as well. You have some healing abilities, and you're really being called here to heal yourself and heal others. And you need to understand that your life purpose, your North Node, your destiny in this life has a lot to do with not just healing yourself, but healing the collective. So you're definitely my star seeds, my empaths. And we have the big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. So you're really being called here to, you need to firstly start looking at yourself like you are the main character and you are the center of your universe. Not in a conceited way, in a very humble way. And I feel you are very humble. And I think you're a little too humble, and you need to understand that you have power. And you have been given this power for a reason. You're very much building a new world here. You're building a new type of consciousness, and it takes everything out of you. And you need to start seeing yourself as a leader, as a visionary leader, and just know that the creativity will come to you at the right time. I feel a lot of y'all are very also stressed about what next project to do. The creativity is not coming. It will come to you. It will come to you if you give yourself the time to meditate. So I think a lot of y'all need to just remove at least 20 minutes out of your everyday life in the month of August. It's really going to help you connect to your own higher self and to get the downloads you need. To really get the downloads you need. And like I said, inner earth. So we're definitely, I think we're definitely at a precipice here of sort of letting the old ways go and stepping into just this new paradigm of consciousness. And I feel this is a lot to do. And I feel a lot of y'all are light workers, and you finally, I think this is it. I think in the month of August, you will finally step into your North Node, and you will firstly realize how powerful you are, and you will also realize you'll also realize why do you have this power. You'll also find an outlet to help people with your power, because you are meant to help people with your power in this lifetime. You have been given this gift for a reason, so please use it. Please use this gift. Don't waste it. So you're very powerful, and I think only by going into the void will you realize how powerful you are here, pile number 2. Yeah, I think that was a very powerful message. I think you really just need to find time and sit with yourself, even if it's just 15 minutes in a day. I think it's going to make all the difference in your life. And you need to ground your energy. Start walking bare feet on grass. Trust me, it'll change your life. Or walk bare feet on the beach if you have the access. Or mountains. I feel a lot of you live near the mountains. Well, you're very lucky. So please use that. Yeah, so that's all I have for pile number 2s. Again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like the video, share, subscribe, comment. And if you would like to reach out for a private reading, my Instagram handle and my email ID is given in the description box below. And I'll see you guys in the next reading. I wish you all the best for August. Thank you. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, this is going to be your August 2022 prediction. So we're asking Spirit today, what can pile number 3 expect in terms of August 2022? Clear, concise messages, Spirit, thank you. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, star family, help me tap into what can my pile 3 expect in the month of August 2022. Clear, concise messages, Spirit, thank you. What can pile 3 expect in the month of August? Yeah, concise messages, Spirit, thank you. One more shuffle. So we have 8 of Wands that jumped out. We have Ace of Swords. We have 5 of Swords. 3 of Swords. 2 of Swords. Knight of Wands, Ten of Wands, Two of Cups. Okay, two cards wanted to come, so we'll take them. We have Judgment and we have King of Cups. So let's start with love. I feel a lot of y'all already are in love, and just know that that will go well. Expect to sort of fall in love with your partner again, or just expect things to bloom. I feel a lot of y'all may also travel with your partner, or if you're single, expect new love to come in the month of August 2022. But there's a lot of quick movement. But I see you being in your head a lot. I see you being in your head a little too much, which is not needed here, pile number 3. We have the Ace of Swords, so I feel a lot of y'all are figuring out how to make money. And I think a lot of y'all will finally figure out how to make money in the month of August. I feel a lot of y'all probably just have one stream of income and y'all are hoping to get more streams of income, so the idea will come to you. The clarity will definitely come to you with money. So if your finances have been struggling, know that they will definitely improve in the month of August. I'm getting by the August end, your finances will look very different than how they are looking in the beginning of the month. But there has been some sort of defeat here, and I think it's your emotional health that is really suffering here. And I think it's only because you're letting your mind have too much power. I think you really need to bring your mind and your heart into balance here. I feel you may have some disappointments in work, but I think what you need to do is, if certain things don't work out in your workplace or in your career, just know that something better is coming to you. And even if you may not see it in the given moment, just know that. If you're not getting a certain raise, promotion, it's only because something much, much better and something that you actually want is coming to you. And I think you will get signs about it. But please pay close attention to it. Also, in the month of August, you may carry a lot of burdens that are not yours. So what you're really being called here to do is to just unburden yourself. Don't take on more things than you already are working on. Don't take on more people's problems. I feel you may also have to keep healthy boundaries with your lover. I think there's too much passion. And I think you may need to balance that out also. Because to truly sustain a relationship, you need to balance out the passion with the patience. So I'm really getting that here. So don't get carried away by your feelings. And don't be too much in your head either. You really have to find your own stasis over here, pile number 3. But I think despite all the heartbreak and despite you feeling defeated, you need to just take care of your health, is also what is really Spirit is saying here. Don't overwork yourself. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. And don't take your time to make decisions in the month of August, but don't prolong your indecision, because even when you're in the state of indecision, I feel a lot of opportunities to sort of slip up when you sort of don't make a decision, because when you sort of don't decide, you sort of are deciding that you don't want to do it, right? So what Spirit is really saying here is, take your time to make a choice, but make a choice and then stick with it. Really stick with your decision here. And then communicate your needs and your feelings very, very clearly with the people around you. You're really being called here to also take care of your heart. Be careful with your health. I'm just getting that prompt again and again from Spirit, so take what resonates, leave the rest. I mean, I'm not seeing anything worrisome, but be cautious. Get your checkups if that is the need for some of y'all here. Keep monitoring your health in the month of August. But despite everything, I see you reach for the stars here, which is great. I think you have finally, you do have a sense of renewed confidence. You have a sense of, you're not afraid to take risks, and I feel you will feel more energetic and more creative and more passions. And you won't be afraid to go into you won't be afraid of stepping out of your comfort zone, so to speak, here, pile number 3. But just make sure you don't burn yourself out in your enthusiasm and your excitement. Try to ground your excitement into reality. Sorry. But I definitely see you come back into your power. I feel your emotions have gotten the best out of you lately, and that will also shift in the month of August. I think you will finally master your emotions. You won't let your heart get the best of you, romantically or in work. I think the problem with you, no, let me rephrase. I don't think this is a problem. I think this is just how you are. You are just very passionate about anything and everything you do. And you need to understand that just because you're so much into a thing, just because you have that kind of integrity doesn't mean everyone else does. And you have to be okay with other people not being as passionate as you are, because I think your passions will be running very, very high in the month of August. You may also feel very angry. You may feel very angry because people are not getting you. But just know that the transformation you are going through, not everyone is going through. So have more empathy for others during this fired up time in your life. And don't take things personally in work. I'm really getting work again and again for some reason. So if someone else is chosen over you in something, don't take that personally, because you have a better thing coming your way. I promise you that. So just be patient with that. Don't rush. I know you will have a lot of energy, you will have a lot of clarity, and I think things will also start moving very, very fast for you. But I feel that all of this will really make you question things. And use that time for introspection instead of self-doubt, if you know what I mean. But you're definitely following your calling here. I feel a lot of y'all are finally stepping into your North Node. I feel a lot of y'all are following your passions and what you're really meant to do in this life. Or you're sort of just aligning yourself to that. Just know that is happening. I feel a lot of y'all will also start looking very, very attractive in the month of August. So if you have been working out, if you've been diligently going to the gym, just know it's going to really pay off. You will look really good in the month of August, pile number 3. And I'm definitely sensing a glow up here. And I feel this glow up will only happen when you really let go. I feel there is some residual stuff that you still may have to let go of. So please just let go of that and completely embrace this new person you've become. I think you're still sort of recalibrating to your newer self. So just give yourself the space and the time to just feel yourself out, you know. I'm getting this visual of like how a new superhero gets a upgrade. They get sort of like an upgrade in their super suit, and they're sort of just trying out all the different laser beams and the different jetpacks and things like that, right? So I feel a lot of y'all have been upgraded spiritually, psychically, and obviously you have those gifts for a reason and you're supposed to use them. But you need to sort of just like how superheroes need time with the new gadgets, you sort of need time with your new powers and gifts to sort of really, for you to see the effect of it in your real life and the effect of that in other people's life, because I think you're definitely meant to serve others in a greater way here. I think you also understand your path has a lot to do with others. You're meant to lead here, pile number 3. Definitely. But I think what has been happening for now is you've been just sort of coming back into balance, which is very important because that is sort of setting the stage for the future, which is going to be very grand for you, is what I'm getting here, pile number 3. I think you're finally recognizing the limit of your power, which is good. Pull some oracle. Any additional messages? We have a few cards. We have You're Not Alone. Your life is a canvas, lost lands, and we the Hathors. So we had we the Hathors in pile number 2. Sorry, you may be attracted to pile number 2. So I think firstly you need to spend some time in solitude. I think you're really being called here to connect to spirit. I feel a lot of y'all need to start meditating. A lot of y'all need to ground yourself. Like I said, I feel a lot of y'all are channeling some very powerful energies, and you need to ground it into reality. And you can only ground the heavenly into the terrestrial if you are grounded yourself. So walks in the park are going to be very, very important, bare feet. Like I said, creative stuff, right? I feel a lot of you all are artists of some kind. You're creating something. And what you're really being called here to do is, I think you are finally in a place where you have some autonomy, or if you don't, you will come into a place where you will soon have autonomy. And I know it can be very scary as an artist to have autonomy, because that means you have to be completely responsible for the good and the bad. And I think you're realizing that, and you're ready to do that. You have the courage of even taking the bad with the good here. And the more you step into your creative accountability, you will be able to manifest better. And like I said, I feel a lot of y'all are master manifestors. A lot of y'all have the ability to create things out of nothing. And I think this is what you're going to be sort of testing out in the month of August. So be very careful about the kind of songs you're singing, what you're saying, the kind of thoughts you're having. All of it is going to sort of create and warp your reality around it. You are a powerful magnet right now, so everything around you is just warping to what your wants and needs are, or what you're thinking, emitting. So make sure you're doing good in the month of August. We have lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. So a lot of y'all may identify as star seeds. We're doing a star seed reading soonish on the channel, so subscribe for that, please. So I feel a lot of y'all are my empaths, my psychics, my star seeds. You may identify with these labels. And I feel you are meant to serve. You're meant to serve people with your manifestation skills, abilities, and your psychic gifts. You're supposed to, you are helping in your own way to raise the vibration of the universe here. And the more you do that, the more riches you will come into, the more abundance, emotional and financial, will you come into, the more you start giving in. I feel a lot of y'all may identify with having a past life in Lemuria or Atlantis or even Egypt. Just know you have a very powerful ancient soul, and you're sort of bringing it into this lifetime now. Yeah, Spirit is saying get ready. So you're definitely going on an adventure, and I feel this is just the beginning. And we the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. So like I said, you are waking up your deep cosmic soul here, and the spiritual awakening that you've recently had, it's a very big one. And I think you're still sort of going through the residual effects of it. And what Spirit is really saying here is nurse yourself first, because you're definitely meant to be a leader. You're definitely meant to be a conqueror here of some kind. And you can only do that when you have completely revitalized yourself. And that will only happen if you balance yourself out and give yourself the time here, which you really need to in the month of August. So I think pile number 3, what you need to do is you need to cut out at least 20 minutes of your everyday in the month of August, and just keep it for yourself, where you just sit in stillness, so you get the important downloads that you need from your higher self. Because the answers you need in the month of August, you will not be able to find them outside. And I feel a lot of y'all feel that everything is on you, only you can do it, and I do feel that is the case here. But in order to do that, in order to be your best productive self, you have to plug out and switch off so you can get the higher downloads. So you really are called here to sit with yourself every day for 15-20 minutes. Even if it is just silently sitting, you don't even have to watch your breath. Just, if you can just sit in one place, that's all. And don't let your mind race, calm your mind. So sitting with yourself, meditating, connecting with your higher self, walking in nature, just 15-20 minutes every day, it compounds to a lot in a month. And it's really going to help you ground this beautiful creative energy you have. And I understand, you know, having creative energy, it burns you out if you really don't tether it into something sustainable. And that is what Spirit is saying. I feel a lot of y'all also need to write down your ideas. I feel a lot of y'all will be a little scattered and all over the place just because you're getting so many downloads. So make sure you have a dream journal, a manifestation journal, or you can just keep one journal for everything, you know, but just make sure you write things down. So like I was saying, you know, you definitely need to jot down things throughout the day, because you just don't know which idea is really going to be the $1 million idea. And I feel you do have $1 million idea coming to you in the month of August. So you really need to be able to tether yourself and ground yourself, so you're able to catch these subtle things coming at you. And that will only happen if you keep yourself grounded and in this very calm state, despite all these creative urges you have, you know, because that's what really makes a great artist, right? But you need to take care of yourself first, is what Spirit is saying. You really need to pour into yourself here. You're really being called to really just nurture yourself, take care of yourself. Be your own mother. Be your own mother is what Spirit is saying here. And that means you don't do everything that you want, but you do everything that you need. So I feel a lot of y'all may have to show yourself some tough love. So that's all I have for my pile number 3s. Again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like the video, share, subscribe, comment. And if you would like to reach out for a private reading, my email ID and my Instagram handle is given in the description box below. And I wish you all the best for the month of August. Thank you.